We've been watching stuff from the early 2000s. We've been watching stuff from the 90s, but now we're going to take it back even further to the 80s, right? Some say it's the peak of kickboxing, the peak of the kicking arts, maybe. I don't know, whatever. But we got Brad Hefton. We've watched him on the channel before, and he is so much fun to watch. A heavyweight, right? Light on his feet, crazy kicks, lots of power, and he's fighting Don Nielson. I have not watched this fight before. You probably have not watched this fight before. Whoops. Let's watch it together and see what happens. 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. I'm ready for it. On ESPN. Don Nielson, 25 years old, 6'3", 200 pounds, almost on the dot. 13-4, 13 KO though. So we can assume he's going to be maybe pretty fun to watch. Goes for the kill. Don Nielson. But he's up against someone who is not going to wield. 26 years old. Brad Hefton, 6'3", big dude. 27-1, 15 KO. That is a phenomenal record. But we're going to skip ahead and get to this fight. We got to see this fight happen. This is ESPN. Why did they take fight sports off of ESPN for so long? Or really just not promote it? Some side kicks to sort of open up the round. All right, and this is full contact. So these guys are going to be going for lots of body kicks, nothing to the legs, probably a lot of boxing, spinning techniques, just classic kickboxing. Always fun to watch. Good jab from Brad. Remember, that's something that we noticed from Brad last time. He had a great jab. He got hit with a heavy overhand there while sort of falling forward with his kicks. And that's one thing about these old school kickboxers. They'll be light on their toes, bouncing forward, throwing kicks, but they'll fall into things. Oh, yep, swept right off his feet. What was his plan? Are you going to step on him? This is a bit of a weird move. Oh, Don Nielson is closing the distance perfectly. You can see that he actually landed his lead foot just to the outside of Brad's and planted to land a really, really nice left hand. But I think he might have kicked the legs, which is illegal. Kind of silly, but hey, it's a sport, right? That's the rules they decided on. Yeah, Brad Hefton's doing a lot to sort of corner his opponent, but he's having trouble figuring out his range. He's getting caught kind of stood up and flat-footed, and that's why he keeps getting hit with all this power boxing. Oh. Nielsen fights dirty. He was all caught up in the ropes. His fucking foot was on the other side of the ring. And his opponent punched him from behind. Brad's getting pissed off. Yeah, throwing back hard. Ding, ding. Okay. It was a bit of a dirty first round. Brad's got some ground to make up, though. Even the legal strikes were landing a lot better than anything Brad was throwing, too. Is his cornerman wearing a tuxedo? His cornerman's wearing a tuxedo. That's what's different about the 80s. Nobody today in any martial arts corner would wear a full-blown tuxedo while coaching their athlete. I've never seen it before. Honestly, seems a little insane. Nice little stomp. That guy's wearing a fucking tuxedo. It's hilarious. Brad looks pissed off. Sprung up off his seat. Really milked every second he could out of that seat. So Brad's trying to keep a little bit more space, maybe get his opponent to reach for him a bit more. Not be the aggressor every single time. He's getting caught a lot on the entries. But yeah, he's being a little bit more reserved, keeping space from Don. Nice little spin back kick. Didn't look like it landed too clean, but clean enough to back Brad up. Brad used some good head movement there. He's got to go back to the jab. He can't be afraid of using the jab. I don't know if he's getting countered off of that, but I think he's got a great jab when he commits to it. Yeah, and that's the one that he got hit on or hit with a couple times. Right, he starts closing the distance, and Don plants his feet, just gets to the outside of Brad's lead foot, right, in a southpaw stance, and plants a power left hand on him, overhand or straight, anything he can sneak down the middle. But Brad's having a lot of trouble here. He's not really figured out what he needs to do to land the better punches of the round. Yeah, again, right, gets caught sort of running into punches. I think he needs to be a lot more reserved because Don is picking him apart. Right, again, same combo twice in a row, and Brad really didn't have an answer for it. What the fuck is up with this guy? That is such an odd thing to do. Like, did Brad get knocked off his feet there? It looked like he kind of slipped, and then Don hit him with 2 hammer fists from on top of him like this. I feel like Don Nielson might be a bit of a piece of shit, but you know what? He's making an exciting fight, so it's good to have a heel. We want Brad to win, though. We want Hefton to take it. Sounds like people are getting pissed off. There we go. We're going to have to, I don't know, really play this whole fight out to see if Brad's going to get the win. Because he's having a lot of trouble with Nielsen's power and timing. And he really does not have the range. Tuxedo boy, keeping him moist. Good little bit of footwork there. Closing the distance. Yeah, knocked him off his feet. What happened there? Why did that happen? Oh, he got hit on the inside. I did not see that. Sorry, we keep doubling back. But boom, yeah, he got hit on the inside. Look at those legs just go right out from under him. Thrown back, and he's just clinching on for dear life. Looks like he's pretty fresh. And go. It's easily Nielsen the first 2 rounds here. How would you have a 19-18? Wouldn't it be 20-18? If it's a 10-point must system? What, he took a point away maybe for an illegal technique? Maybe. Okay, some dirty boxing on the inside. Again, Brad is losing these exchanges. He cannot get anything off here without Nielsen really getting the better of every situation. Keeps throwing back. Nothing's really happening with it. Span out. He's hurt. For a guy that's 27-1, this must be extremely frustrating to be fighting somebody with a lot less experience and really be losing pretty bad. Brad's looking slow. He's looking like he's slowing down. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Another good setup off of the power left kick to the body. Roundhouse kick to the body. Good little blitz, closing the distance with his boxing, getting space again. Brad's just waiting on his moment, hoping that something opens up. Because it looks like he's not being calculated anymore. He's just hoping for the best and being like, wow, what do I do? Well, what you don't do is just walk straight forward. I can tell you that right now. Nielsen's calling him on. Beautiful slip inside uppercut. Come on, Nielsen. Let's get it back. I just cheer for who is ever winning. That's all that matters to me. I just want to be on the side that won. Okay? Oh. Good little step in hook. Nice little bit of head movement. Oh, beautiful. But got countered again in the same way he has a lot of times. Alright, he kind of keeps his head in the same place when he's throwing a lot of his boxing. So I think it's making him quite easy to counter. I can relate to this. Kind of just stick your head up and start going. It's one thing to drill it, but hey, if you can't apply it in the middle of a fight, it shows. These guys will start to pick you apart if they get that read. And what are you going to do? Change it real time? If it's an ingrained habit, it's going to be really hard. That's why you got to be trying to apply this stuff through all of your drilling. Move that head. 28-28 on what scorecard? I don't know. I think my bias is starting to run away with my thoughts about this fight. Because it really seems like Hefton's losing to me. Nielsen's landing all the better strikes. Oh, nice little tight right hook. Right against the fence. Ropes. MMA guy here. Hefton's doing everything he can to try to land some big power shots, but he's just not doing it intelligently. Doesn't seem like he's doing much to try to set up his big punches. He's not really trying to counter. He's just trying to bully his way in and land the punch just by forcing it through his opponent. But it's not going to work. All right, okay, he's getting a bit more calculated. Looks like Nielsen's slowing down a bit. Trying to keep his space a little bit more. And he's got tight head movement too, so Hefton's having a lot of trouble figuring out how to land his hands. Good little frame to high kick. Good job, Hefton. Push him back with the jab. Keep the jab on him. Why are you giving up on your jab? Oh, man. Every time I start seeing that jab come out, I'm like, holy shit, he's got something there, right? He could really be using that jab. But he just dies with it. He gives up on it. He just starts letting it drop instead of popping it out there. He should be so, like, if I was in his corner wearing a tuxedo right now, I'd be screaming at him, press him with the jab, try to figure out where the head's moving, and let's land some power shots. But press him with the jab first. He's going to move the head, and you might get lucky, and he might move his head into that strike. I would say he's slipping to his left side a lot, to his rear side. So you probably got a good chance where he's going to slip inside the jab, and then maybe you land a high kick. Maybe you land a power straight with your right hand. We'll see. But we're just not seeing Brad use one of his best skills. Damn. If I was there in the 80s, things would have been different. No, I'm not that cocky. Don't worry. I'd like to see Nielsen keep up with what he's been working on, though. Right, close the distance, get real dirty with the boxing, get back out again, land some kicks. Oh, good side kick, pressing him to the corner. Brad's chin just right up in the air like this. He wants to get hit with a nice little side kick. Back kick, whatever you want to call it. Yep. He has... Oh! There it is. He's hurt. He's hurt. It might be done. Is he going to get back up? He's getting up. Hey, I'm in on it. Wow, he got caught with both feet in the air. He got planted into the mat. We're going to watch that back. Don't worry. We always go back and watch some of the biggest highlights. But he's getting hit because his head's right up in the air while he's swinging. Right? Nielsen barely needs to try to land a punch. He just throws something out there and it lands. Because he wasn't patient. He wasn't calculated. He didn't use his jab. He just rushed in with his hands at his waist, swinging, trying to finish this fight because he's afraid he's going to lose. Damn, it's so hard to keep your composure when fights like this are going down. I just wish Hefton was a little bit more mature in that moment. Wow. Good on Nielsen to spring back up and start moving like an athlete right away again, though. You know, looked like he got hurt. Good little jab on that telegraph spin back kick. Gave it right back, sent Hefton flying. Oh! Just missed with the spin back fist, but that had some real commitment on it. He was trying to kill him with that. All right, let's quickly go back. We got to see how we put him down. Boom! Look at the sweat go flying. Oh, while he's in the air. Look at him. He's trying to jump in with that kick, and Hefton hit it perfect. That back foot turned over, planted it, put it right through the side of Nielsen's head. Yeah, he almost KO'd him on the spot. Okay, let's jump back forward here. See what goes down. All right. Let this fight continue. Wow, good on Nielsen for getting back up and not giving up on this fight, though. It looked like he could have easily been done on that. But there's your KO replay that you weren't going to get from the guys in the 80s. Oh. Hefton looking ready to finish it. He knows he's got a chance. It didn't look like he had a chance. Not to me. Oh, now Hefton's ahead. He might be. I don't know. Fuck. That's what this guy's saying anyways. I don't think he is. This is tough stuff for both guys. Hefton has been hurt. Nielsen has been hurt. Head kick landed by Nielsen. Side kick just missing. Counter high kick just missing. Hefton's still in it though. He's pressing Nielsen back. Nielsen, I don't know. He's trying to keep space. Maybe get a couple blitzes in. But doesn't want to get tied up in some boxing exchanges. Unless he's inside on Hefton. Hefton has to figure out when to plant his feet and just plant that right hand on him again. Let Nielsen run into it like he just did. Again. Just use the fucking jab. We seen his jab in the first round. Hefton's jab is great. But he gave up on it. Crazy. Put a tuxedo on me right now. Again, another slip to the inside of Hefton's right hand. Oh, he's hurt! Wow. He can get back up, though, right? He's going to use the 8 count. He just waved it off. You can't stay down on the... He was trying to milk every second out of that 10 count. Look at the guy in the tuxedo, though. Look at this. That's not how you pick up your fighter. I'm sorry, that's not how you pick up your fighter when he's won. You don't grab him by both ass cheeks and hoist him in the air while wearing a full fucking tuxedo. Look at that. Need I say more? That is not how you pick up your fighter. You don't grab him by both ass cheeks and hoist him in the air. The tuxedo. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. He looks so silly wearing that thing. Like he's ready for a wedding. Like this is not the environment. The other guys are just wearing t-shirts with their gym logo on it. With a little button down, you know, kind of looking like a trainer. You know, Rocky already came out at this point. Rocky already came out. I feel like there's a bit of a stylized image around fighting, and wearing a tux as a cornerman was not it. I'm too fixated on that. Great finish by Hefton, though. Let's watch that back in slow motion. Boom. Rocked. Just chips. No, it chipped the side of the head there. All right. Boom. All right. Those types of kicks you can really see hurt some guys. Where it doesn't necessarily land flush, but it just nicks the corner of the head. It can be really devastating for them. Let's watch that back. All right. Sort of bullying his way forward. Beautiful little duck into that right hook. Watch that. Boom. All right. Just as that hook's coming in, right, he times his opponent's opening, lands his right hook right through it, left hook right behind that, misses with the left again, sort of lets him shift off while he's injured, chips the top of the head, and that was enough to really rock his world. He could have gotten back up, but he chose to stay down too long. You can't wait at the end of the count, right? You have to have that count happen, get your 8 seconds, but it's got to be 8. You're not waiting for 9.5 seconds and then springing back to the mat or springing back to your feet and saying, hey, no, I'm still in it, right? Stay ready the entire time. But he was hurt. Fun fight. Brad did great. He stayed in it. Okay, all in all, really fun fight. Love what Brad Hefton did. Love that he stayed in it. He was hurt. He was frustrated. He did not know what to do against his opponent. And he persevered. He landed some good power shots. He bullied his way in. He stayed tight with his hands. He got disciplined with that hand position, especially at the end there, and landed the shot that he wanted to land and ended up ending the guy. He ended Nielsen. So another fun fight. Anyways, subscribe to the channel. We watch a lot of this old school stuff as well as some newer stuff and everything in between. See you next time. Bye.